Imagine for a moment that South Dakota didn't have any rivers or streams. Our towns would be struggling to support their populations with enough water. Animals would be scrawny and thin. Plants would be small and dry. What would be able to grow? Who would be able to live here? We often take our rivers and streams for granted. We depend so much on them, yet we hardly take the time to think about how they truly contribute to our state. So, what are some of the benefits of rivers and streams? 3 benefits of South Dakota's rivers and streams are that they give protection from flooding, offer habitats for wildlife, and they help people to stay active. So we all know that rivers and streams give us water, which, of course, we need. But what happens when we get too much water? The first benefit of rivers and streams are that they help to prevent flooding. In the northeastern side of the state, we have fewer rivers and streams. This means that when floods occur, there are fewer places for the water to go. So floods last longer, they're bigger, and they also they're bigger and they last longer. So they're very damaging. In comparison with the rest of the state, there are a lot more rivers and streams. These outlets provide ways for the water to flow, and as a result, floods are smaller, they're fewer, and they don't last as long. So rivers and streams help to prevent flooding. And they protect us and our homes. But they don't just affect us, they affect wildlife too. Many animals depend on the rivers and streams of South Dakota. The second benefit of rivers and streams is that they give wildlife a good habitat. Animals like geese and deer depend on rivers and streams, in addition to many other kinds of animals like beavers, ducks, frogs, turtles, and many others. According to Game, Fish, and Parks, we have over 100 species of fish in South Dakota. Isn't that amazing? And without rivers and streams, we could not have the diversity and the abundance of animals that we have today. Rivers and streams help to benefit animals by providing food, such as vegetation or fish, also clean drinking water, and homes for them. So while people don't depend on rivers and streams for our homes, many of us love to spend time in and around the water. The third benefit of rivers and streams is that they help people to stay active. According to the CDC, about 50% of adults and a shocking 74% of adolescents don't meet the minimum physical activity guidelines. In addition, 25% of adults engage in no leisure time physical activity. Rivers and streams provide an easy, fun way for people to get outside and to stay active, whether it's something like boating or tubing, fishing, kayaking, swimming, or all kinds of things. We can go have fun outdoors. I remember when I used to live in Pierre, I loved to go down to the river with my family and my friends. I remember one time our friends brought an inflatable raft with them. And let me tell you, when you have 4 small kids trying to steer a raft with paddles that are twice as tall as they are, the raft doesn't really go where you want it to. We ended up paddling in circles and splashing each other most of the time. But we had a lot of fun, and it was a great way for us to get outdoors, to bond with one another, and to stay active. It was so much better than just sitting in front of a TV all day and doing nothing. People of all ages can go to the rivers, which are accessible and easy for them to enjoy and to get outside in the sunshine and the fresh air and to stay active. So rivers and streams help people individually as well as benefiting South Dakota as a whole. In conclusion, rivers and streams help floods to abate, animals to survive, and people to stay active. Everything on this planet, every living thing, whether it's a plant, an animal, or a human, depends on water. To take away water is to take away life itself. Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. once said, a river is more than an amenity. It is a treasure. So let us treasure our rivers and streams, because they not only help us to live, but they allow us to thrive. And that's why rivers and streams truly benefit our wonderful state of South Dakota. Thank you.